MTN seeks approval from NCC before rolling out 5G technology. Zamfara State residents thrown into total telco darkness, and Nigerians concerned about more Chinese involvement in the Nigerian economy. This is a Tech City News Update, and Belarus from Tech City. Details after this. MTN has announced plans to introduce a 5th generation aka 5G technology to Nigeria to make businesses more efficient and enable consumers have access to more information at very high data transfer speeds. According to the Chief Technical Officer CTO of MTN Nigeria, Mohammed Rufai, although the plans are already in place, the decision largely depends on the rules and timelines of the Nigeria Communications Commission (NCC). The NCC is to issue spectrum and license, which costs 75 billion naira. While Rufai did not reveal whether or not MTN has paid the sum or not, he said, "We are excited about the opportunities that 5G represents, and we're eager to participate in the licensing process." The speed and latency that 5G technology offers users is very impressive and opens up a wealth of possibilities to leverage the Internet of Things and digital services in Nigeria, he said. It was also revealed that in 2019, MTN already did a demo on the capabilities of 5G network to some of its customers and stakeholders during several workshops with the federal government in Abuja, Lagos, and Calabar. Meanwhile, residents of Zamfara State have been thrown into telecoms darkness as what was supposed to be a 2-week shutdown of telco services announced on the 3rd of September is now on its 25th day. The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) had directed telco operators to shut down services in Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto states as part of fresh measures to contain banditry in the states. While reports suggest that the shutdown may be indefinite for now, they also say that the federal government wants to consolidate on grounds covered so far and ensure a total crackdown on bandits in the state and neighboring communities. According to residents, however, the situation has grounded the economy, with prices of food items now far above 100% for the few ones that are available, while some are already out of reach. A resident and recent visitor to Zamfara State, Gumi Aliyu, told The Guardian prior to the shutdown the economy was not doing well, but that has been aggravated in the last 3 weeks, and if the shutdown continues, which appears inevitable, there may be nothing to salvage from the state. The people are stuck between insecurity and hunger, he said, adding the ATMs are not dispensing money, the banks are closed because of the telecoms shutdown. We are in a state of confusion, yet the bandits are still operating. On his part, Zamfara State Commissioner for Information Ibrahim Dosara appealed to citizens to bear with the government, saying the government is aware of the hardship citizens are facing, but that they can only appeal for their understanding, saying what government is doing now is to be able to guarantee the security of life and property. And before we go, the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Cui Jianqing, says he is in talks with Chinese-owned banks to establish operations in Nigeria. This, the envoy said, is to boost Nigeria's economy and expand trade relations between the two nations. Last week in Abuja, at the commemoration of the 2021 Chinese Moon Festival and China-Nigeria Cultural Week, Cui reportedly said the establishment of Chinese banks in Nigeria will also be one of the key areas of discussion during the China-Nigeria Binational Committee meeting, which he is also pushing for the establishment. He said, "Before my departure from Beijing to Abuja, I talked to several banks in China. When you list the world's 10 big banks, 6 are in China," he said. While Nigerians continue to be weary of China's involvement in the Nigerian economy, the ambassador spoke in glowing terms about the extant Nigeria-China trade relations, noting that the volume of trade between China and Nigeria is nearly $20 billion, with an increase from 2020's $19.2 billion. And that's all we have time for today on the Tech City News Update. If you found this informative and insightful, please remember to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more useful tech news and gadget reviews. And Belarus from Tech City saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.